girl, Alease Michelle, and welcome to the Coach to Coach show. And today I'm super excited, as always, to give you what today's topic and what we're going to talk about today. I am like, guys, super excited. So if you missed part one, which was last Tuesday, you better go back and check it out because today I'm going to be talking about the 3 secrets to a successful webinar promotion. So stay tuned.
Do you need clear direction on how to create a solid income foundation? Do you need guidance on growth strategies and systems? Are you ready to accelerate your growth and impact? Well, you're in the right place. Welcome to the Coach to Coach show with Alease Michelle Jones.
All right, guys. Y'all, let me tell y'all. If y'all missed part one, you better go back and check out part one because part two is going to be the bomb. I'm going to be sharing with you the 3 secrets to a successful webinar promotion that you don't want to miss. So before we get started, you know what to do. You know what to do in the comments. Go ahead and put your name in the comment section so that I can give you a high five and give you some love. And if you know also what to do, you need to go ahead and share this content, share this out to another entrepreneur, another coach who needs these secrets on how to promote their webinar, and also tag another awesome coach that you know as well. Sharing is caring, and this is a great way to support the show as well. Awesome. So let me say some hey to somebody. Hello, Kim. What's up? How you doing, girl? How you doing? Let me take this off right here. Y'all, if y'all don't know, sometimes I forget things, so I have to write myself a little note. And so that's my note that I've actually attached. So let's get into the content. I don't want to waste your time. Oh, yeah, I think I've already done my shares. And Cheryl, when you pop in, if you go ahead and do some shares inside of the Coachpreneur Club as well as the Superstar Group as well. So we're going to jump right into today's content. I'm not going to be wasting your time. All right. So again, as a reminder, we are going to be talking about the 3 secrets to a successful webinar promotion. This is part 2 of the webinar marketing for coaches. So, as you guys know, today's show is sponsored by the Coachpreneur Club. It's quality done-for-you content, courses, and lead generation tools that you can brand as your own to help you build your brand and grow your coaching business. You can go to aleasemichelle.com/club for more information on how you can join today for only $1. Only $1. And here's one thing that I'm super excited about today as well. Today is download day in the Coachpreneur Club. So new content dropped today and it's a doozy. It's all about how to recover from burnout, from stress, and how you can actually regain your life back, your control of your life. You guys know when you're overwhelmed, when you're stressed, you need a way out of that. So this month's done for you content covers all of that. So if you have some clients or customers who are struggling with stress and burnout, then this month's done for you content is the content that you want to share and train and have courses and worksheets that you can give them to help them overcome that as well. So again, if you're not a Coachpreneur member and you want to check this out, you want to see what the Done For You content is all about, go to aleasemichelle.com/club to check that out. And you can join for only a day, only $1 for the first 7 days. And then after that, it is $37 a month, which is a super steal. So call me your Done For You content creator assistant. You will have me for a simple price of just $1. And I'm there for you, girl. I'm there for you. All right. Okay, so let me get off my little high horse. Hello, Cheryl. Thank you. All right. So today, we're going to talk about the 3 secrets to a successful webinar promotion. If you do not have any paper, pencil, pen, whatever you need in your favorite drink, I got my favorite drink. Y'all, I got my drink, which is tea. I'm a sweet tea lover. Get that out because today you're going to definitely want to take some notes. You're going to want to take some notes. I don't want you to miss anything. And if you're watching this in the replay, go ahead and put hashtag replay so I can reach out to you and give you some love as well. All right. All right. So on the show, I'm going to talk about how to set up a complete promotion strategy so that you can start creating real buzz around your upcoming webinar. Now, if I have not said this before, and I don't think if you want to, you can go back to part 1 and watch that from last Tuesday. But one of the things I want to share with you, webinars are really like live events, like live online events can be in a webinar. So whatever I teach you in this promotion about promoting can be applied to any online live event that you're having. Okay. So I talked about last week, I talked about how do you create the content? How do you structure it? How do you plan for your webinar? And today is once you've gotten all it planned, you've got the content already created, which if you're a Coachpreneur Club member, you already have the content created. Okay, just letting you know, okay? But then the next step is promoting, and that's exactly what I'm going to share with you. I'm going to share with you a complete promotion strategy that you can start to create real buzz in your for your upcoming webinar. All right. So I want to put that up front. So you are already well on your way if you attended last week's training, which is how to create a webinar from scratch in 6 steps. If you did not watch that, go back and watch that right now. Okay. I don't want you to miss that. Go back and watch that right now. All right. So who's ready? Let me know in the comments who is ready for this. Who is ready for the 3 secrets? Put it in the comment section to let me know if you are ready. Ready. I had to get something to drink there. All right. Kima says she's ready. Awesome. Well, I'm ready, Kima, too. I'm ready. So secret number 1 is to create a promotional calendar. Pull out your calendar. You guys know what a calendar is. This is not something that is a deep secret. But what is a deep secret about this is planning what you plan to do. So make a list of the promotional activities that you're going to do to promote your webinar. But you're probably saying, Alease, what the heck are my promotional activities going to be? Well, let me help you out there. All right. The promotional activities that Dee says she's ready for you. Set it off. Yeah, that's my little clip from Set It Off, right? So promotional activities that you can be doing, right, are you can write a blog post. That blog post can definitely should be a blog post that is related to the topic that you're going to cover, right? So that blog post would talk about the what and the why, but your actual webinar might be sharing the how, or maybe the blog post is about the what, and then your webinar is about the why. So you can have a blog post, and at the end of that blog post, you invite people to join the webinar. The second type of promotion you can put in place is a Facebook ad. You can run an ad to get people to sign up for your webinar. Now, here's what I'm going to say to you, right? Let me give you a little bit more face. What I want to say, if you choose to do a Facebook ad, I would recommend that you do a retargeting ad. And retargeting means you're going to show this ad to people who already know you and like you. Don't send a Facebook ad to a webinar that is cold traffic, like no one knows you, and all of a sudden you're trying to get them on a webinar, right? You want to, you first want to sweeten people up. So running ads like a brand awareness ad is a great way. And then you can take those people who see your ad or interact with your ad or engage with your ad. Then you can turn around and create a retargeting ad. Now, I'm not going to talk much about that because y'all can see that is quite technical. But for my mastermind members who are starting Sunday, yay, my mastermind members, we're going to talk about creating ads and retargeting ads, because this is a game changer when you know how to use ads. But if you do know how to use ads, then Facebook ads are definitely going to be part of your promotion activities to help you promote your webinar, right? And before I jump into even more content, don't forget, guys, if you have any questions anytime during this show, go ahead and put them in the comment section. I will try to address all of those questions live. If I don't get a chance to address any of your, if I don't get to address your particular question, then I will go back in the comments after the show, and then I will go back and answer your question. Okay. So If you got questions, go ahead and put them in the comments so I can at least see them ahead of time so that I can address them. Cool deal? Cool deal. All right. So the next promotional activity could be social media posts. Like, how many posts are you going to put out there? What type of posts are you going to do? Schedule that onto your calendar. You want to know what those are. Maybe you got to create the graphics for that, right? I got creating graphics. That is part of your promotion activity as well as promotional videos. What I love about, you can do a 1-minute video talking about your webinar and encouraging people to sign up. You can also do Facebook stories. That's one of the things that I love. I love stories or IG stories. And you can do mini clips. I think IG is like, 30-second video clips, right? If you hold down the phone, y'all know what I'm talking about. If you hold it down, you can do 3 or 4 clips just inviting people to the webinar. And if you don't have 10,000 followers or more, you can just tell them, say the link is in your bio. This is IG. You can also do that in Facebook stories. You can actually type it in and say, here's the link, and like point down to the link and tell them to go sign up. So you definitely want to have a link that is a short link, like a Bitly link that I don't even have here, but that's an extra tip for you. Have a Bitly link, bit.ly link, sending people to your webinar, because you want it to be short and concise so that people can actually write it down really quickly or hold their phone. You get what I'm talking about. But that's a type of video. So you want to plan that out as well on your calendar. You can also schedule interviews. You can actually jump on other people's show and talk about your webinar. One of the things that I like to do is spotlight other superstar partners. And if you're ever on my show and you got an upcoming webinar, you can tell people to sign up for the webinar. That's part of you teaching the class an interview, that you have some kind of call to action after an interview. And you are welcome. If you guys ever become one of my star partner, like Kima, I need you on the show. I need you on the show just to talk about video presence. How do you look? How do you share? All of that kind of stuff. So Kima, if you're still watching, note, I'm about to reach out to you to be one of my star partners very soon. Okay. But that will be an interview process. So if Kima comes on, Kima can easily, at the end of her teaching you guys her little wonderfulness about being on camera, then she can invite you to a webinar she's having. So put that in your promotional calendar as well. You can send out tweets. I know there's so many of you who are still on Twitter. You can send out tweets inviting people. You can create an email campaign. I saw a couple of you saying a couple of days ago how you are struggling with your email campaigns. I got you. I know your pain, but we're going to talk a little bit about that, how the Coachpreneur Club can help you with that, and creating graphics around your webinar. So those are some of the promotional activities that you can put in your calendar. You don't necessarily have to do all of these things, but you need to at least do 3 of them, because you want to have multiple ways for people to interact with you and engage with you and see your webinar promotion in different ways. If you continue to share the information in the same exact way, people will start to not see it. Like they're just like they don't even see it anymore. Y'all know when y'all see a piece of paper that's been up on a board for so long, you don't even see it anymore. So that's the same thing about social media, because we have so much content in front of us showing up in our feed every day. We need to see it in different ways. Okay. So I see that some of you might have some questions. Let this girl put on her glasses. Let her put some glasses on. All right. So she can see. Kima says, sure will. I do that interview. I know, girl, because you'll be awesome. So I'm going to be reaching out to you in a couple of days for that. Sharon says, I just released a video tutorial series. I have been doing clips. However, I definitely need help. Well, Miss Sharon, what do you need help with? Let me know what you need help with. I'll help you out. Or if I don't know the answer, I definitely will direct you to somebody who does. All right. Cool deal. Awesome. I got, comments on one feed and comments on the other. I want to make sure I cover all of you guys. All right. So those are the promotional activities. So if you missed secret number one, let me go back real quick. Secret number 1 was create a promotional calendar. Make a list of the promotional activities, and these were the promotional activities that you would use to start to promote your webinar. So let's get to secret number 2. Secret number 2. Secret number 2 is writing your promotional material. As you write, keep all your focus on dealing with your topic and the call to actions you're going to include. So while you're writing the content, the promotional material content, we're going to talk about what you're going to be writing. You want to always keep in mind the topic. What is the topic that you're going to cover, right? Because people want to know that. And you want to know what is your call to action going to be at the end of the webinar. So just like I do, you remember I talked about this last week. My Coach to Coach show is like a mini version of a webinar. And my call to action, I have 2 call to actions during my show, right? I have a free call to action, which is to share and tag. And I have a paid call to action, which is my sponsorship, which is the Coachpreneur Club. I give you a link and it's $1. It's really inexpensive, but it's still a call to action. So anytime you decide to go live, do video, share massive content, valuable content, you want to have some type of call to action. That call to action can be free, or that call to action can be a paid offer. So keep that in mind where you're writing your promotional materials. Am I making sense here? Let me know if I'm making sense. Put a 1 in the comment section to let me know if I am making sense here, okay? Because I'm going to go into a little bit more detail about secret number 2. So secret number 2 is writing promotional materials. You want to create your promotional blog post. Now, you remember one of your activities is writing a blog post. So you want to create that blog post, right? And all you got to do is create one blog post. Just one. That's all you have to do, create one. You're going to create all these massive blog posts. Just one. Write that blog post, and at the end, have a call to action. Now, it's up to you to continue to share that blog post. Maybe you share that blog post in a group. Maybe you share it within my group. Maybe you share it on your personal page. You share that blog post to your business page. And what I mean by sharing, you actually are leading people to the blog post to read. You want them to go to your website to read. Now, you can also create a mini blog post and actually create a long post on your Facebook page and then have the link at the bottom, at the very end of that little mini blog post to tell them to invite them to your webinar, okay? You also want to write and schedule your promotional materials and reminder emails. Now, rewrite it, but how many of us actually schedule? And when I say schedule, and then send out reminders in your email, what I'm saying to you is that, let me give you a little bit more face, that we write this, but we don't even put it in our calendar to say, okay, I need to send this out tomorrow. I need to send this out on Thursday at 2:00. We don't even send out reminders to our people on our list. I don't care if you got 5 people on your list. You need to send out reminders to them about your webinar. Now, for those of you who are on my list, you guys know I send you a reminder about the show at 1:00. Now, why do I do that at 1:00? Because I know if I sent it out at 10:00 in the morning, you're going to forget. But if I send it out at 1, you'll hop on right then and now because I'm live at 1:00. Those are reminders. I send those reminders out every single week. Although I do this show at the same time at 2:00, at 1:00, on Tuesdays at 1:00, I still send out reminders. And guess what, guys? I also send out replays. I sent out an email to that same list who might have missed it about, hey, watch the replay, right? So you want to schedule those things into your calendar. You also want to create a landing page and a registration page and a thank you page, like landing page / registration page. And what I mean by that is that you need a page for people to opt in, like you need a place for people to put their name and email address in so that you can send them the link to where you're actually holding this webinar. And then you also want something that says thank you. Say, hey, thank you for signing up. You might have a worksheet. Here's a link to get your worksheet. Or, hey, I'm going to send out more information about the webinar in the next couple of days, whatever. But you want to have some kind of thank you. And if you guys have seen my setup, I use MailChimp. MailChimp has a landing page kind of set up, and I actually write my emails. I create my landing page. I create a thank you page, right? MailChimp allows you to do all of this. Again, mastermind people, we're going to talk about this, to create my landing page so simple because I'm building my list. Now, as you guys can see over to the right-hand side, I've got this graphic, right, that says webinar email sequence. When you become a Coachpreneur member, you get bonuses. And one of the bonuses is my webinar email sequence templates. I write every single email that you need to send out to people who opt in for your webinar. I give you the welcome email. I give you the reminder emails. I give you, because there should be like 2 or 3 reminder emails, and I give you the replay emails with the link, like the verbiage if you were selling something at the end, or the call to action, that is also included in the webinar. Now, my webinar email sequence is a proven sequence that works for me. If I get 20 people, now I'm keeping my numbers small. If I get 20 people to opt in for my webinar, right, 15 of those people are going to show up live. Now, I've had some clients who've had 50 people sign up for their webinar, and 45 people have actually showed up. Now, why? Because my email sequence worked. So when you join the Coachpreneur Club, you get my webinar email sequence as a bonus. Even if you sign up today for $1, like go to aleasemichelle.com/club, you get the bonuses. It's already in there. Okay. Hello, D. Hello, Amika. So again, I set you up for success. I'm not going to set you up to like figure this out on your own. I help you out so that you are successful at this game. Okay. So webinar email sequence is a bonus when you join the Coachpreneur Club. So what else I got for you? Okay. Now we are moving on to secret number 3. Now, before I share secret number 3 with you, let me know if you got any questions so far. I took a little drink of my tea. Let me know if you got any questions. Put them in the comments, because if not, I am ready to share secret number 3. All right, so secret number 3 is landing partners. Get help with your webinar promotions from others in your circle. Now, this is a secret that most people are not sharing or doing at the level that you are at. Most of the time, we are thinking that, the only way we can get people to share our promotion is that we got to be big name people. We got to have a huge list, or yada, 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 right? Or we're thinking that, okay, I'm not ready for this. Like, I don't have my stuff together. Or we're thinking in that lack mentality, like, no one's going to share my stuff. Who's going to do that? Why would they do that? Y'all know that, right? We tend to have that. No one's going to do that. They're going to be hating on me. Y'all know what I'm saying, right? But guys, we got to put this as part of our promotion plan. If we want our numbers to be larger, right? Then we've got to start thinking about getting partners to help us promote it. Now, what I am going to say, I do not recommend that you try to get partners to help you promote your webinar if this is your first time doing a webinar. You want to sort of practice being a GOAT. You know what I mean? The greatest of all time. You want to practice it. So I would say at least run the webinar one time. You going through the whole sequence, going through everything, writing the emails, all that stuff. Get all that done first. Run it. Conduct your webinar. I don't care if only one person show up for that webinar. I still want you to do it. And then once you've done it at least one time, then when you're ready to run this webinar again, which I hope y'all hear what I'm saying, you don't do a webinar one time. You do the webinar multiple times, right? Because you don't want to sell something one time and be done with it. You want to sell it multiple times. So when you do it the second time, invite partners to help you promote it. And let's talk about how do we overcome some of the mistakes and what are some rules and regulations on, I don't want to say rules. I hate the word rules because it seems like it's so permanent. But let me show you some best practices on how you get partners, and then some of the mistakes that we tend to make when we try to get partners, okay? So Sharon says, Kima says, what was that last point? I don't remember what my last point was. What was I talking about, Kima? Tell me what was I talking about, then I tell you what my last point was. Sharon says that I like that that you mentioned the lack mentality. Yeah, because we have it. as Black women, as African Americans, as people in general, okay, we have the lack mentality, thinking that, oh, they're gonna hate on it. Nah, if you're in a community with like-minded people, no one's gonna hate on it. We're gonna celebrate you. We want to know, how do we get the word out? And the reason why the reason why some of us are not asking you how to get the word out is because you guys are not telling us to help you get the word out. Like, okay, let me give y'all a come to Jesus talk. Let me give you. Oh, she said the last page you had up. Let me go back to that, Kima, and then I have a come to Jesus. The last point was to create your landing page, registration page, and thank you page. Landing page and registration page is the same thing. All right, so Kima, I think you got it, right? So the come to Jesus talk that I'm gonna have with you, okay? Now, here's what, and someone sent me a message apologizing. What I do a lot is, if I see any of my superstar group members or my club members doing something, doing a video, sharing content, got a new lead magnet out, I share it with my group. Now, guys, I have mentioned to you guys over and over again, if you are a club member, if you are a superstar group member, share your content inside of the group. My group is not like them other groups that don't want you to promote inside of their group. No, that's not what I don't want. I want you guys to share your information inside of the group. My chin keep hitting that mic, okay? I want you to share. Why do I want you to share? Because I want to see other coaches seeing other coaches do and implement things. They're working it out. I want them to see what you're doing. I want them to support you. Guys, that's the kind of community I have. I'm not thinking about lack. I'm not cultivating haters. I'm not going to hate on you either. So share. Don't hold back your greatness. And here's another thing, okay? This is the last part. You got to also believe that you're great. Your information is phenomenal. I don't care if it's at the beginning level. I don't care if your graphics don't look like mine. They shouldn't look like mine because you don't have the graphic skills like me, right? You shouldn't. Your stuff shouldn't always look like mine. So don't compare yourself to me. Compare yourself to where you are and share your stuff. That's the only way that you're going to be able to get the word out. That's the only way people are going to see you. And that's my philosophy of showing up and showing out. Okay. Y'all gonna promise me you're not gonna hold back. You're not gonna think like, oh, I'm not good enough, because let me tell you, sweetie, you are good enough. You are good enough. Because I used to say this a lot when people used to like criticize or nitpick the work I do. I turn to them and say, where yours at? Right? I hadn't had to say that lately because my circle is totally different now. Now, all of us are sharing what we're doing. We can't wait to get together, talk on the phone. It's like, look, I did this. Hey, I looked at this, or I implemented this, or next week I'm dropping a new book. Right? My circle has changed, so I don't have to say that. But if your circle is still with like-minded people, people who hating on you, you just look to them, right? And you say where yours at. That will shut them up, right? It will shut them up right up, right? Miss Faison says, that's right. No, you are great. Yes, you're the greatest of all time. Greatest of all time. All right, so let me get off of that. Kima, I hope you picked up that last point, okay? All right, so secret number 3 was landing partners. Get help with your webinar promotions from others in the circle. So let's talk about increasing your chances of getting help. Increasing your chances of getting help. Now, first off, you want a topic that is like a hot, irresistible topic. And again, if you're a Coachpreneur Club member, then all the topics inside of the Done For You content are always irresistible, hot, and current topics. So you want to have an irresistible topic. You don't want to aim too high. Now, I was a little apprehensive of putting this in here. Don't aim too high, because again, it creates I don't want to stunt your growth. But I don't, what I'm saying, you don't have to aim too high. It's because I don't want you to always look for people who are like big names, like Marie Folio or the Russell Brunson or I can't think of anyone now. But you can also choose people at our point or people inside of your circle, right? You can use the people who are already in your group. You can have people, if you have a group, you can ask them to help you promote it. Okay. So you don't necessarily always have to aim high, like high level people. Like, I don't know if you guys know, but micro influencers are big right now. People don't have to have 10,000 followers to make an impact. Matter of fact, a lot of these big brands are reaching out to people who have a following of 5,000 people or less. Why? Because a lot of times those 5,000 people on their list, on their group, on their page are very engaged 5,000 people. If you've ever gone to someone's page who has like 100,000 followers or 10,000 followers and no one is commenting, or she only has 10 likes, or she only has one comment, then I ain't gonna talk about, I ain't gonna talk about those brands, but that means that page doesn't have a lot of engagement. But you might have someone who has 500 followers and she has tons of engagement. She has 50, 60, 100 likes on one post. She has 10 to 20 comments underneath one picture. That is where a lot of big brands are reaching out to those people with 500, 5,000 followers. They don't have to always be big influencers. So that's what I'm saying to you about you don't have to always aim high, okay? That just turned out to be a long story. But anyway, give at least 6 to 8 weeks lead time. So if you want other people to promote you or promote your webinar, don't send them information. Say, hey, can you promote this? And because my webinar is tomorrow, right? Give people some lead time, right? Sometimes you can give me a week, but for me, if you want me to help you promote it, you need to give me some lead time. You need to give me several weeks. And why? Why would you need to give me several weeks? Because I have other promotions going on as well. And I don't want my promotions to conflict with your promotion or your promotion to conflict with my promotion. Because I have a schedule, a promotional schedule, and sometimes I don't have anything going on. So I can just let you guys know if you want me to help you promote anything. December, I have an open schedule. Right? I don't do too much of my own promotion in December, which you would think that's a hot month. I should be doing that. But no, I like to, I need to relax, relate, and release. And December is the time that I do that. Even though it's a hot selling month, I let other people do that promoting at that time, okay? But you want to give people at least 6 to 8 weeks lead time. Sometimes you can make it shorter, maybe 4 weeks, but give them a heads up so that they can put it in their calendar. They can send it out to their email list. That is what good planning is. That's what takes a person who's just a coach to a coachpreneur. They're actually thinking in a business mindset. They don't want things to conflict. They know they have emails going out. Like I send out an email every Sunday called the Sunday Vibes. And I can easily, if you give me the heads up, I can create a Sunday Vibes email that relates around your topic. And then in my PS, I can give them the link for them to sign up for your webinar. Okay. Yeah. Am I making sense here? Let me know if I'm making sense to you guys. Is this making sense? I hope so. All right. So the last thing about increasing your chances of getting help is to offer commission on the sales. Oh my gosh. Yes, I just said that. Give people money. If they're going to promote for you, give them money. I just said that. I said that. So if you want someone to promote a webinar, and at the end of that webinar, you're going to make an offer, because these people are going to share your webinar with their people, you should give them a little something, right? So the going rate for that, if you have a product that you're selling that's like $97, right? The industry standard are 2 percentages, right? Let me give y'all more face here. It's 2 types of percentages. You either give the person who's promoting, if their people, like if their list, somebody from their list actually buys one of your product, you want to at least give them 30% of that $97 or 50% of the $97. Now it's up to you. It's like in between 30 and 50%. That's the industry standard. So that 10%, guys, that ain't worth my time. again, that's the difference between the coach and a coachpreneur, right? And the coachpreneur who's actually giving the person the commission. Just think about it. Let me give y'all more face. I need to give y'all more face on this. The person who's giving the commission didn't have to do the work. They didn't have to send out the email. They didn't have to continue to promote to that list. So this person actually just brought this person to your door. You didn't do any work, and you're gonna make money, and they're gonna make money. It's an easy like sale, and it's just good business to do that. It's just good business. All right. All right. So that's my talk about the commission. So those were the 3 secrets that I talked about. Oh, I'm sorry. Let's talk about the mistakes not to make, okay? Mistake number 1, don't expect your partner to do all the work, right? You got to put in some of the work. You got to share some of the emails. Like sometimes people will ask me to promote their webinar or promote something, and they don't even give me the copy. Like they want me to write it all, right? Give people a starting point. Let them know what your webinar is about. Let them know what you're selling. So it's easier for them to write about it or send an email or to talk about it. So you want to give people some of the work, make the job of promoting your webinar easy. Mistake number 2 is not wholeheartedly embracing the power of leverage. What I'm talking about there, you're not embracing the power of having them promote you to their group or to their community or to their list. And although you're giving them a commission, you're always thinking that lack, like, oh, but I'm giving them all my money. Nah, by having them promote you to their list, they just up-leveled your brand. And again, like I just talked about, you didn't do any of the work, like the major work of selling it. They did it for you. So when you think in lack, I should have just said thinking in lack is what's holding you back. The other mistake is neglecting tracking. Now, this comes again from the difference between the coachpreneur and the coach and the coachpreneur. You need to know your numbers. You need to know and keep up with your tracking. One of the things that I like to share with people who come on the Coach to Coach show, my star partners, I tell them the views that I get by the end of the week. So typically when we're live, I have about 15 to 20 people on me on live. But by the end of the week, I end up having about 900 to 1,000 views on the video. Why do I know that? Why do I share that with them? Because I want them to know that I mean, they're just not coming on here and sharing great content just to be sharing it. No, I'm trying to put their brand in front of more people as well. So when you know your numbers, you're tracking your numbers, you're keeping up with that, then it makes it easier for partners to partner with you. And then the last mistake that I don't want you to make is not being prepared. So that's why I mentioned earlier that I want you at least to run the webinar one time by yourself without trying to get partners so that you can get any kinks out of it. And then once you have done that, then you are now prepared with the emails that you can give them. So you have some templates, you got some graphics that you can share with them so they can share with their audience as well. Okay. Cool deal. I hope this is making sense to you guys, because the 3 secrets that I share with you on how to successfully promote a webinar is like, these are not secrets that most people are sharing with you. You know that it's either behind some kind of paywall, it's behind something, right? But I want you guys to know that there's a process. There's a strategy to the madness. People are just not putting stuff out there just to be putting out stuff. So let's do a quick recap of what we talked about. And again, if you guys have any questions about webinar marketing for coaches, then go ahead and put them in the comments section and let me address them before I end, because we're about to wrap this up. All right. Okay. So let's recap. So the 3 secrets to a successful webinar promotion. Number 1 is to create a promotional calendar. Create a promotional calendar. Number 2 is writing your promotional materials. It is just not enough for you guys to put out these pretty graphics. You've got to have some written copy. You got some people like me who are really visual. I am. But you got some people who like to read. They need to know some more details about what you're offering, right? So you want to do that. And then third, having partners. have someone help you get in front of a different audience. Now, I remember I have a client who said to me, she says, I just need new people. Like she says, I feel like the same people are always signing up. Well, that could be true. So her thing, her next promotional activity should be is getting someone to partner with, and so that her webinar is spread among more people. And in particular, if you guys know, about a couple of years ago, I'm getting off topic, but I'm gonna talk about it. A couple of years ago, I did a webinar called the Epic Book Launch, right? On how to, market your book. And because I'm not really known in the community as the book writing person or the book marketing person, although that's how I built my brand, was writing my book and marketing. I teamed up with a client of mine who is known for that, and she promoted my webinar to her people. I made an offer at the end of it, and I gave her 50% of what I made. 50%. Now you might say, "Oh my gosh, Alease, that was a big cut," because I think I made about $3,000 from that webinar promoting to her group, and I gave her $1,500. You guys know that we pretty tight now, right? So because she didn't do much and I didn't do much. So, hey, I'm going to share the wealth, right? But guys, here's what happened with doing that partnership with her. I was able to now reach her audience. She sells and she offers something totally different than I do. And now those exact people who were part of her list are now part of my community. There's no competition between us. We are both coaches, but I offer something totally different than she does. And so it was a win-win situation. Y'all hear what I'm saying? So learn to partner with people, big or small, okay? All right. So again, guys, if you have any questions, because I'm about to wrap this up. I was looking at Miss Faze, and that was an old comment. That was the comment she put up. I'm just rereading it. All right. So next week is part 3 of the webinar marketing for coaches. And what we're going to be talking about is post-webinar activities to get the most bang for your buck. Now, I don't know if y'all remember me saying this. We're not going to do this webinar one time and that's it. I want to show you what to do after the webinar is over. Most of the time, 60% of the time, people are going to buy after the webinar. Only about 40% of people buy live. Most of the people buy after the webinar, doing the replay. So I want to show you how to take your post-webinar activities to get the most bang for your buck. So you want to stay tuned to next week. Be here at the same time, same place, right? For part 3, this is the last part of the webinar marketing for coaches that we're going to talk about. So you definitely want to be here. I want to know, has this training today been helpful? Let me know in the comments. Has this training today about webinars, has it been helpful for you? Put in the comments, yes, this has been helpful. Let me know. Because if it ain't been helpful for you, then I don't need to do part 3. I mean, what's the point? If y'all don't like, oh, girl, that wasn't nothing, I knew all that stuff, then I don't need to do part 3, right? Hello, Reese. Cheryl says, yes, most definitely. This has been helpful. Anybody else? Just Cheryl? Right? Miss Faze is very helpful. Thank you so much. Thank you. So that gives me a little bit of encouragement. So clearly, guys, Miss Dole, she says very helpful. Awesome. So clearly, guys, you don't want to miss part 3. Same time, same place, Tuesday at 1:00. We're going to be talking about post-webinar activities to get the most bang for your buck. Now, because that's it, right? That's it. Ashley, all right? Let me see what Miss Kima has to say. Oh, that rather well known. Miss Kima says, let me give y'all some more face. Yes, it gives me some things to add to my promotion and to my in-person classes and future webinars. Yes, ma'am. Thank you. Miss Faison says, I just need to get it done. Do it afraid. Girl, do it afraid. And let me just tell you one thing, Miss Faison. This is what my old boss used to say to me. I don't know if you know this. Like, I took public speaking in college eons ago, and I got a D in it. I barely passed that class, right? Because I was so nervous. I don't know why this thing is popping up on my phone.
I need your permission to continue.
Hold on,
Would
guys.
you like to search?
No, I wouldn't. Hold on, guys. All right. And my boss said to me, I had to present. This was my first job, was to present. I was a trainer. And he said to me, look, they don't know what you don't know. They don't know what's in your notebook. They don't know that you skipped something or you forgot something. He said, just do it. Right? Most of the time, the people that you are teaching to or sharing information, they don't know as much as you know. So just go with it. Even if your voice, trembles, believe me, when I first pop on guys live with you guys, I'm always nervous. I don't know if I'm going to stutter, if something happens, if I'm going to spill something. I don't know. But you know what? I do it. Okay. I'm going to give y'all this too. I sit in this chair probably about 15 minutes before I go live. Why do I do that? It's because, number one, I'm afraid that like technology might stop me or something might happen. Or I might miss the time and I start late. Like I have like these little small anxiety attacks right before I go live. Not so bad that I don't go live, but I'm literally nervous, but I still do it. And then once I get into the groove, like 15 minutes into it, I'm good to go. Like I'm good to go, right? And then I go back and I watch the replay and I realize like, oh, that wasn't that bad. It doesn't sound like I'm nervous. Oh, I messed up on that word, but hey, I just, I caught it and I caught myself and I changed it or I used a different word. I just go ahead. Y'all know me. I don't even care. If I make mistakes, I just say, oops, excuse me, and I keep going. And Miss Faison, that's the same thing that you're going to have to do. Just do it. Just do it and share it with a group of people like us in the Superstar Circle or the Coachpreneur Club who will celebrate you. We will celebrate you because you did it. That's it. Because you did it. Awesome. Let me see. I want to miss, you guys had comments coming in, flying in. Did I miss something? All right. D. Porter says, no, this was very helpful. Great. Sandy says, this was very helpful. Cheryl says, I think September will be my month. Cheryl, every month is your month, girl. Just do it. I love your graphics, by the way. You are kicking butt with that. Ms. Reese says, I hate when I miss a show. So thankful for replay availability. Yes, ma'am. And I send out the emails for you guys to watch it. Because I know sometimes you just miss stuff or things get in the way. Or I know I talk for a very long time. I've been going on for 48 minutes. Some of y'all can't stay on for 48 minutes because your attention span is short. I got you. I know that. I've been there, right? And so you come back and watch what you missed. I got it. That's why I leave the replay up. Cheryl says, I'm ready to showcase my coaching business and stop holding on to the fear. Girl, let that fear go. Let it go. Let it go. Y'all don't want me to sing. My husband's probably saying, what is she doing in there? You got this, Cheryl. Yes, she does, Miss Reese. Tell her. Miss Reese says, where do you get your mic from? Care to share a recommendation? Yeah, Miss Reese, you know I share everything. This microphone comes from Amazon. I just ordered. All you got to do is ask for, put in Amazon mic with a stand. I send you the link after this too, the one that I bought, but literally it's attached to my desk and it comes with, it plugs up to your computer. So that's the mic. I got it from Amazon. But if you don't have a mic, then you can get a snowball mic. Here's the mic I used to use. This is the mic I used to use right here. I still use it for doing some of my pre-recorded training. But the reason why I got this mic on the stand is because I needed room for my laptop, like to, type and click on slides. And this was in my way. So I just got another one. And you can order this one. So I give you the link to both of these. I give you to the mic with the stand, and I will give you this one as well. I like them. Hold on. I like the mic with the stand. I'm gonna show y'all. This is what I like, right? I hope this is not so noisy with me taking this off. But look, it's gold. Isn't that pretty? And I think they got a rose pink one like this too. Like, this is so pretty. I know you don't get to see it, but I thought it was so pretty. I will share that with you, Reese. I'll share the link after that. All right, let me see who else. Hey, D Porter, I miss you. So Reese, look at that. Y'all connecting now. Kima says, put the link here for the mic. I will right after the show. I go back to Amazon. I put the link in the show so you guys can get it. And Cheryl was like, ooh, nice. Yeah, that gold mic is nice, ain't it? It's nice. It's like my gold, if I had a gold tooth, but my mic is the go-to. Yeah, y'all know I'm getting silly now. All right. All right. So I'll put all that information inside the comments today as soon as the show is over with, and I'll put the link to that mic and also the snowball mic as well. Cool deal. Reese says, I don't know how I feel about something attached to my desk, but if they have a weighted option that I could set to the side after videos. Yeah, you can. I think so. I don't. But the snowball mic, it does have a stand. It's not attached. So I will try to look for both of them. One that just has a stand that looks like this, because you can just buy this mic separate and probably have a stand attached. Reese, I did the research for you, girl, and I'll put the links in there. Okay. Don't worry. And I agree with you. At first, I was a little funny about that being attached to my desk, but the attachment has foam underneath it, so it doesn't scratch up the desk itself. So if you're worrying about if it's scratched up, it does come with a foam piece so that it's not scratching up your desk, if that makes sense. Okay. You guys got D says, oh, Reese, I see you doing business and love. Look at y'all just connecting there. Cheryl says your energy today was a welcoming change to my atmosphere. Thank you. I needed it as well as the information. Awesome. All right, guys. So just a quick reminder again, next week, Tuesday, same place, same time. We're going to be talking about part 3 of the webinar, Marketing for Coaches, post-webinar activities to get the most bang for your buck, right? Join me here next week for this exact topic, all right? And then last but not least, don't forget today's show was sponsored by the Coachpreneur Club. Today's show, again, like I said, sponsored by the Coachpreneur Club, quality done-for-you content, courses, lead generation tools that you can brand as your own to help you build your brand and grow your coaching business. Go to aleasemichelle.com/club for more information on how you can join for just $1. And I look forward to having you guys inside of the club. And again, you guys have an awesome and blessed day, and I'll be talking to you later. Peace out.